Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright and this is an energy healing recap video. And in this video I'm going to tell you the healing techniques that are being used in this current triplet set, and I'm going to explain to you just an overview of how this set is meaningful and practical for everybody and why you might want to try some or all of the technique videos. And so I think once you watch this video, you'll have a sense of what the triplet set was, whether you got the healings and you're going to be doing videos, or you just got the healings and maybe you'll do one of the videos, whatever. And so this is kind of the overview video. And not only that, I want to put in this video just a little bit of also like advice for like super short adjustments to your flow. So basically after watching this video, you'll understand a little bit about all the videos in the playlist for this triplet set. So this triplet set started yesterday, June 22nd, 2018. And as you know, the triplet set is a group of 3 energy healings, distance energy healings, for 70 people in 5 different countries, and I think 5 or 6 kids. I have it written down in the house, so but anyway, hi kids. A few of the kids watched, not all the kids watched the videos, but anyway, so the theme for this set is owning your own authority and confidence, and also non-resistance towards others in authority, which I think are really awesome and complementary themes. So very, very good. And it again is something, I think it's too a good illustration of how every set could benefit anybody. Because this triplet set, we are clearing past life baggage too, and so even if you feel like you're confident in this life, it can always get even better. So anyway, just like we've been doing in recent sets, and I think this will continue for a long time, it seems to really work, we're going to use the same healing techniques that were used in the Friday healing, also in the Sunday and the Tuesday healing. And the main point of that is just that it seems to help the healing participants the most, rather than me designing a unique healing each time. So if that's what helps people the most, then that's what we're doing. So there were, I would say, 4 different main techniques in this set. So there will be, there are 3 new videos that I'm going to make, and the 4th one is already an existing video, so I'll just tell you about that one and put it in the playlist for this set. But there will be 3 new technique videos. And I also, right now, I just want to mention I'm going to put 2 other quick, super short videos that already exist in the playlist. One is called Melt Your Wall, which is 4 minutes long. And the point of Melt Your Wall is you melt any wall that has accidentally formed, which is basically stress and blocked energy that's blocking your angels from helping you as much as possible. And so it also, that same wall would block you from receiving as much as possible from each of these triplet healings if you're a participant. So that 4-minute Melt Your Wall one is really, really good, because your angels are always trying to help you 24/7. So the more that you're open to that, I mean, literally, the better your life is. There's no 2 ways about it. So particularly in this set, I think in last set too, but in this set I've been seeing like, okay, people just need to do that video more, just keep melting it, just keep being open to angel help. And then the second one that I recommend that's super quick is, of course, the 6-minute Tricolor Earth Energy Soak, which is the simplest process ever. I mean, you just ground with a red grounding, you bring up red earth energy, soak in it, and then you ground in an orange grounding and bring up orange earth energy, and then you change it and make a yellow grounding and then bring up yellow earth energy, and you just, the soaking in it is just so nice. And you learn that with that 6-minute video, and then you can just redo it whenever you want. So I've seen a couple people in this set that just need to do that over and over, like at least twice a day. Just melt your wall and do a soak. You know, melt your wall, do a soak. You know, just keep going, keep going. You know, the angels had said that June, in that Metatron recording, I make these archangel message recordings that are for sale on my website. A lot of people I think don't even see them because they're in their own little menu on my website called Metatron, because he's an archangel that helps me with those. But anyway, the angel said that June of this year, June 2018, is this really cool month where like big doors of opportunity open. But that you need to center yourself as much as possible to be open to those opportunities. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why people just need to do, and you can get that if you want, you know, to hear more details. You could get the recording on my website. It's $15 under the Metatron menu. But you know, if not, just know that, you know, and just if you want, you know, just keep doing the melt your wall video and the tricolor soak video. Maybe, I mean, even just the techniques from it real quick in your mind. Maybe twice a day for a little bit. It just seems like now is a big time for people to almost like a lot of good things could happen, but if you don't keep your flow and keep redoing it, then, you know, it's not, you're kind of missing the opportunity. So we don't want that. So anyway, okay, so so the 3 new techniques for this Own Your Authority, Non-Resist to Others in Authority, and Confidence triplet set, the 3 new techniques, the first one, which will be the part 2 video that I'm about to make, is really super simple, but pretty wild. It's, okay, it has a little bit, well, it's not political, but it could have a political benefit to the planet. So what we did is, and people could opt out of it, but in the end, actually, one person did opt out, but everyone else did not. But it was totally okay if people did. I mean, it wasn't like other people would notice at all. But the step was to first have the angels clean out planetary darkness energy from your body, mind, and spirit, which is super easy. You just ask that. But the second part of it is where you ask the angels to clean out planetary darkness energy from all governments on the planet, on this planet, and then all people on this planet. And that's what people could opt in to do, was that part, just asking their angels. And I was totally open to not putting that in this triplet set, but the angels all voted, like all the participants angels in advance of the healing, they all voted, and they all voted unanimously that they want it to be something that their person could opt in or out of, you know. So pretty cool. So planetary darkness energy is just stuff that you know, like it's related to all the big negatives that you can think of, corruption, greed, racism, you know, fear, blah 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 blah, oppression, you know, all that stuff. So, you know, it's nice, of course, to clear it out of yourself with the angels' help, but, you know, you're not doing it. You know, I made sure, because like a couple like do-gooders, they were trying to like clean out the darkness from the planet with themselves. I was like, no, you back off. Just let your angels do it. And that, because that's much safer. You know, you don't want to absorb that at all. That's not going to help anybody. You're just going to self-destruct, basically. So anyway, so that part 2 video just walks you through it. It couldn't be simpler. I mean, you're just asking your angels to do it. But the more people ask, the more big the request is, you know, the more happens. So that's pretty cool. So that's exciting. And so the participants, 70 participants in 5 different countries, are going to be doing that, you know, 2 more times for sure. And then of course, everyone that watches that video will probably, I mean, maybe they'll choose to opt in and do it too. So that's kind of exciting. Because, you know, of course the planet is a beautiful place and lots of miracles are possible, but you know, there are a lot of you know, people in power sometimes and people without power that have you know, that are channeling more heavier, darker energies, like, you know, like racism and corruption and all that. So it's nice to request angels help with that. So that's the part 2 video, and easy, but very nice. So then the part 3 video is it's a new flower healing video, which is cool, and it's flower healing. Flower healing is where you make these energy flowers, or if you prefer balls of energy rather than flowers, you know, energy shaped in flowers images, that's fine. But anyway, flower healing for healthy self-assertiveness. If I had to like make one term for it, it's healthy self-assertiveness. But we did flower healing for healthy self-assertiveness and owning your own authority, non-resistance to others in authority, and confidence. So it was really for those 4 things. But if you get tired of repeating all that, then as you make the flowers, you just do it for healthy self-assertiveness. But anyway, I'll walk you through that. That's in the part 3 video, and that's very simple too. And like all flower healing techniques, it's very nourishing. There is a playlist of a whole bunch of flower healing techniques that I definitely recommend. It's one of these techniques, it seems so imprecise because it's this poetic thing. You're making these energy flowers and then you have your angels bless and double check them, you know, and it's like almost like a different side of your brain than the, you know, chakras, this chakra, that chakra, blah, blah, blah. But it really, really works. So always up for that. So anyway, so that's the part 3 video, flower healing for healthy self-assertiveness. And then and I should say too, that is good for kids also. My sample people in this set were kids as well as adults, and I specifically looked, you know, because some people, they're not asserting because they sort of step back. Some people, they do self-assert, but it's in an unhealthy way, like maybe some manic behavior or, you know, some self-destructive behavior. So they're stepping forward, but kind of to the side, you know, like it's not the best direction for their spirit and their wellness, you know. So the flower healing, the intention is you find that vibration with the flower healing, and it's easier than it sounds, you know, to nourish yourself. So if you're not stepping forward at all, that you know, step forward in a healthy way. And if you're stepping forward in that unhealthy, misdirected kind of way, that it helps you to recenter and step forward in the healthy way. So in the context of kids, you know, maybe kids are doing something that's self-destructive, or adults obviously have even more freedoms to do more self-destructive things. So it really does help kids and adults. That the part 3 video, yeah, flower healing for healthy self-assertiveness. Part 4 video is the final technique video for this triplet set, and it's going to be clearing past life baggage around authority. So super cool. So it's using timeline healing, so it couldn't be simpler. I mean, timeline healing is one of those things where I always think maybe I should rename it to pile healing, but whatever. You just make piles of past life baggage, you know, with the smart subconscious part of you, and you make these piles. But you have your angels double check the piles, you know, and it works. It's easy. So that helped a lot of people. I was looking at some of people's surveys, and that is, I mean, all these techniques, they're so simple, but they really work. I mean, it's wild. So anyway, yeah, that one, clear past life baggage around authority. For example, maybe you've had past lives where you had authority and you got stuck about it, or maybe you have past lives where there were others that had authority and you were stuck about that. You know, something happened because you didn't have authority, someone else did. And any of that could still be affecting you. You know, it's very easy to not clear all your baggage in a lifetime, and then you're just bringing it forward from all these lifetimes. So that's part of why a technique like that is so powerful. But you know, in all these walkthroughs, they're very safe, you know, because we're using angels. We're actively, you know, having your angels double check what you're doing as we do it, just to make sure you're only doing your baby steps. You know, you're taking as big a step as is good for you. So yeah, and so the healing was 26 minutes long this time, in case you care. They're usually 20 plus minutes, you know, somewhere along there. What else? With, you know, the first 15 minutes of that healing, so more than half of the healing in the beginning, was a bunch of techniques that are in an older video, older in Janet time, which is like a couple months. But it's a video that I keep putting in the playlists because I keep using the techniques. It's like 22 or 26 minutes long, something like that. But you can listen while you're doing other stuff. It's the one, it's got a tricolor soak in it, and DGS and bottle brush technique to like unclog all your chakras. So that technique was more than the first half of the healing, which makes sense. I mean, usually on a Friday healing, I have to do that more than the other healings. But since we're doing the same techniques in each healing, that will be the start of the Sunday healing and also the start of the Tuesday healing. And the video title starts with Earth Energy, DGS, and Bottle Brush technique. But you'll see it in the playlist for this triplet set. And the playlist for this triplet set will be linked at the end of this video, so that you know, it's just convenient to like pick and choose from the playlist or just autoplay the whole thing if you want. And the new videos will directly follow this intro video, and then the related videos like that Earth Energy DGS bottle brush one, or the tiny ones I was talking about, the Earth Energy soak and the move melt your wall one, those will both be in the playlist. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And you know, if you're a newbie, it's typical for you not, well, some newbies even feel the first healing, but a lot of newbies meaning new to receiving healings from me, new to maybe new to their lower chakras, you know, maybe not in their lower chakras yet. They may not feel the effects of the first healing. I mean, it helps, but they're a little bit too disconnected to feel like, wow, you know. And also I think too, they're just not used to doing as much energy work, so they can't feel the subtle differences as easily. But anyway, usually with the second or third healing, they'll feel more obvious stuff. One or two newbies, when they emailed me recently, they were like, well, you know, it's a group healing. I don't feel like I'm going to get supervised, you know? And it's not true. I mean, you do get supervised. You know, I'm the supervisor. You know, and if it's your first time, I'm definitely aware of you, you know. I mean, I'm aware of everybody. I have a list of all their names, and you know, the angels point out specific people that I need to watch, and plus I read surveys. You know, there's a survey after each healing, and it's multiple choice. It's easy to fill out, I promise. It's not a big deal. But you know, so you are supervised. I promise. All right, cool. So if you do have any questions, feel free to email me. You know, my email is janet@janetwrightreadings.com, and that's also listed on my website. And my website will be listed at the end of this video. Okay, so newbies are always welcome. And thank you for everybody's surveys. I appreciate it, and please keep them coming after the second healing too, especially. First and second healing, I definitely need surveys. Third healing, I learned from those surveys, but there's not going to be another healing in the set. So I guess if you wanted to skip one survey, skip the last survey, but I still like to know, you know, because it helps me kind of conclude like, oh, wow, that one was really helpful for a lot of people, or this one, or, you know, like it triggers my clairvoyance as I'm looking at people's surveys. So appreciate the time that you put into them. Oh, and quick heads up too, these triplet sets fill up faster these days. I think that may be the new norm, because I don't slow down for the summer. You know, like I know some people are like, I don't want to do anything in the summer, but for me, like summer and spirituality, like it's perfect. I always think everything's a perfect time for spirituality. Plus these triplet sets, it's not like it's a set time, you know, you can be doing anything at the same time, and the videos, you know, you can do it whatever time you want, or half listen, or pick and choose, whatever. So anyway, long story short, the next one's already sold out, and the one after that is almost sold out. There are only 6 spots left. So, and those are July, which are about clairvoyance, like seeing energy. And you know, that second set, it's funny because I feel like some people are hesitant about the second set. Most people are not, but some people are. I think they're nervous about looking at other people's energy, but I can train you how to do it in a very ethical way. And it actually can allow you to be a more respectful person to the people that you care about, more respectful than you would have been otherwise, you know, because I think some people are like, oh, it's not my place to look at somebody. But you're interacting with them every day and making assumptions about where they're at and how they should act. So, you know, I mean, the way I'm teaching clairvoyance is to assist you in being a respectful person, you know, for sure. So, whatever. But those triplet subscriptions, if you don't want to have to deal with the, you know, forgetting and then it sells out and blah, 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 and you want to do most of them anyway, or all of them, or every other one, or whatever. I mean, there are triplet subscriptions that auto pay. So you could look at those on my payment page. So you could just, you know, sign up for one of those, and then the auto pays happen. And so then obviously you pay attention to the videos and the surveys, but you don't have to think hard about the payments because they happen automatically at that point. So something to think about if you want. So you know, if you have, you know, you want to save yourself a little bit of focus as far as paying for things before they sell out. But if you pay for a triplet set now within June, that will pay for both August sets. If you get a full subscription now, that will pay for your August sets. But if you don't have the first set in July already, you're out of luck. If you don't have the second July set and you want it, there are only 6 spots left. So you need to buy that manually, like now. If you want. Total free will. I honor your free will. Okay, cool. So let's end this video just like we ended the healing, which is to ask for an angel blessing and healing. So super, super easy. Could not be easier, right? So just, and you can just deep breathe as it happens, you know? That's all you gotta do. So you just ask with your mind, just say, angels, can you give me a blessing and a healing? And when you say that, like angels in your mind, your personal angels hear that for sure. No questions. Okay, so angels, can you please give me a blessing and a healing? All right, so my healing is going to continue a little bit longer, and maybe yours will too, but your angels know how long of a healing that you need. So thanks so much for listening to this video, and I hope it made sense. If you have any follow-up questions or any comments at all that you'd like to share, please feel free to post under the video. And if you want, you can give it a thumbs up, which would help other people to see the video as well. Okay, bye.